morning again, Green Spring. I'm Gray Parks, your host this morning, and we're going to be talking with Emily Scott, our Garden Ridge administrator, about updates from Garden Ridge. Good morning, Emily, and a happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Good morning.
I see you've got your green scarf on.
I do. You have your green
Good.
shirt on.
I do. And so maybe we have a little bit of Irish in us, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes, about the virus?
Yeah.
Yes, COVID-19.
Good.
It's a big hot topic right now.
Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Well, we don't have much time, so let's tell us a little bit about the construction that's going on over at Garden Ridge.
Sure. We had begun to make progress with construction. We were expecting to move in the residents to their permanent apartments in Rose Court at the end of this month. And the elevator had gotten back on track and was spec'd to be done around June, end of June, beginning of July. However, with everything that's gone on with COVID, all construction in Garden Ridge has stopped for, right now it's spec'd at 30 days, but will be reevaluated when we get closer. Yeah. So there won't be any construction going on.
Well, that's too bad, because we're looking forward to that elevator and to getting the patients moved into those new rooms in Rose Court.
Yes, we're pretty disappointed about it, but to keep everyone's health and safety in the
Can you describe what the new room in Rose Court will look like in the assisted living?
If you've seen the Dogwood Commons rooms, they're all bigger rooms, or slightly bigger. They all have their own bathrooms, a kitchenette with a refrigerator and counter space and some cabinets.
So it'd be very nice. I saw those Dogwood Commons rooms before everybody moved in. They were very, very nice.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. And what else do we have going on?
So in relation to the COVID, there was a letter that went out on Sunday that caused a little bit of confusion, because I believe the letter cited that everything was going to be happening immediately, when everything will be implemented by close of business tomorrow. So some of those things that we went through was we're going to be moving to in-room dining. So there won't be, the dining rooms in CC will be closed, and that will start today at noon. Lunchtime will be the first lunch served in the resident apartments. We stopped all activities from going on, so our programming staff are going around to do some in-room activities, but we won't have any of the congregated activities going on. We're also expecting iPads from our corporate partners, and we have a system set up. We sent out a letter yesterday to the families.
Expecting what?
We're expecting iPads.
iPads for each resident?
No, so we have a select few, but the programming department is taking reservations for families or friends to call them or email them. They could sign up for a specific time, and then they'll go around to the resident rooms with the iPad so that they can FaceTime or call. And we do the same thing with phone calls. If they don't need to FaceTime, they just want a phone call. We've been assisting them with coordinating a time to call so they could speak to their...
Yeah, FaceTime is a good idea for it.
It's been really well received. So we're looking forward to getting the iPad so we can start that. Our salon is closed, obviously, with the COVID-19. We have moved with the visitor restriction is still in place. We only make exceptions for those who are end of life. And to get that exception, they would have to speak with myself or Isha, our director of nursing. And even if they are cleared to come in, all visitors now have to wear a surgical mask and get their temperatures checked. That will start, the temperature check will start tomorrow, along with all employees when they enter the CC will also get their temperature checked.
So if somebody walks through the front door, what happens?
So they walk through the front door, they have to check in with the front desk, as they always do.
Suppose they walk on by.
Well, they don't. We would stop them.
You stop
them. So we've had good results as we've kind of gotten further along in the process. People are, everybody cares about the residents and staff safety and health. So I think everyone they're being really good at following our recommendations. So it's been going fine.
So you're going to have in-room dining, and no activities at all? No
activities in the communal space. The program assistants will be going around to do like in-room program packets, kind of things with like puzzles or books, things like that we can do.
Okay. So what else do we have?
Let's see. So I talked about the temperature check, and we talked about how we canceled the construction. And then obviously they're all screened. I don't know if you know this, but they're all screened at the gatehouse as well. So they have, everyone has the screening questions that they're asked, whether you're employees or visitors. And then we're going to, starting tomorrow morning, we'll start with the temperature checks of employees and or visitors.
Well, you haven't been the administrator very long, have you?
Nope, 30 days.
30 days. Where'd you come? You came in from where?
I came from Riderwood, our sister community in Silver Spring.
And you were assistant administrator there?
Yes.
How long were you there?
I was there for 2 years.
Oh.
And then prior to that, I worked for Genesis Healthcare as the administrator.
Let's see, you weren't there then when Chandra was there, were you?
No.
And Chandra was the assistant.
I'd heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had heard that, yeah.
Okay. Well, anything else that we need to know?
Not related to COVID. I think we'll continue to send out communication as we get it. We've been trying really hard to make sure we get all the communication out as quickly as we can.
So, if a guest comes in from the outside, I have a good friend over there, and her daughter from up in Pennsylvania came in to visit her a couple of days ago, and I think she was told, well, she can't visit. Mm-hmm. And that's
yes,
so no matter.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, we have no visitors allowed at all, except if the patient or a resident in the CC is end of life care, then we are making exceptions for that scenario.
So if a person is all right, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much, Emily.
You're welcome.
And good luck to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Enjoy. And stay tuned, folks. We'll have another segment here in just a moment or two. Okay, let me get this. I have a special update on the GSV-TV channel and channel 1960 with the coronavirus update with Chandra Kumar and Jason Healy. That's today, Tuesday, March the 17th at 12. And it's going to be also rebroadcast at 2 and 8 p.m.
Okay, so I can get this right here, as long as they don't stick in your mouth.
And you check us out, if you are not getting the channel very well, you can check us out on the YouTube, and our address is Greenspring GSV-TV. And if you have any questions, well, you can call us at 703-923-4639. And now we're back in the studio with Isha Mathis, who's the director of nursing at Garden Ridge. And so, Isha, how long have you been here?
I actually came over in October from our sister community at Riderwood to cover.
Oh, you came from Riderwood too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, to cover as director of nursing for 3 months to help out, and then I officially became the director of nursing in January.
So you liked this?
I loved it so much. I had to stay.
Good. And you live in the area?
I actually live in Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a longer commute for you now.
It is, but you make good time of it.
Good.
Yes.
I used to live in Gaithersburg and worked in the Pentagon, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
that was even before I-70 was widened to where it is today. Well, anyway, let's talk about the updates in nursing. What do you have to tell us about in Garden Ridge?
Well, with everything going on, we've definitely stepped up, making sure that the staff and visitors are following good infection control practices, hand washing, using the alcohol sanitizer and keeping the 6 feet distance. We are in-servicing the staff on infection control and making sure that if a resident has any type of respiratory infection going on, that we do wear the appropriate equipment to protect the resident and ourselves.
You wear a mask.
Yes, as needed.
So if they have a cold or anything that causes them to cough and sneeze, they wear a mask.
Yes.
But are they allowed out of their rooms?
If they have
I'm talking about assisted living. We're really talking about three elements. We're talking about assisted living,
memory care,
skilled nursing, and memory care.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. So if they have an active respiratory infection going on, we do ask them to stay in their rooms.
Yeah.
And we do have the activities people to make sure that they go in there, protected, of course, and make sure that they're having some sort of contact and activities for them. So definitely we do encourage, if you have something respiratory going on, that you do stay in your room and
Well, one of the questions I should have asked Emily, we're talking about, I understand that if you are a spouse, you can visit your spouse in Garden Ridge. Is that?
Not right now. Right now, we're not having
You're not allowing spouses
any
either.
visitors, except, like Emily said, if end of life. Yeah. So
okay.
that is the only time we do encourage that. If we can facilitate in any way, like make phone calls, the staff can call, the spouse can call, we can facilitate that, via the telephone or with the FaceTime. We do try to offer that, but right now we are encouraging that everybody, stay away, don't visit.
Okay, I'm sorry for the digression, go ahead.
Yeah, so definitely, we are recommending that we are not allowing visitors right now.
Yeah. You had a survey recently, and can you tell us some of the results of the survey that?
Are you talking about the the resident satisfaction survey or the state survey?
Yeah, the resident satisfaction survey.
Yeah, with the resident satisfaction survey, definitely as far as the dining, we do have some improvements that needs to be worked out on. And we do have a core team that are focusing on that, on the different programs. We've had meetings with the dining managers and the dining staff and nursing to talk about service in the dining room. So that is what we are working on right now and seeing how that goes.
And as I recall, response to patients' bell or
yes,
light.
The call lights. That
call
is,
lights.
yeah, that is also definitely an area of improvement that we have. So with that, we do pull out, because it gives you a report of how long. So if you're in your room and you put on the light or your pendant, it tracks how long does it take for staff to respond to that. So managers.
I can see that as being, an aide is doing something for someone else, and then he gets a call light, or he gets a call light. You have both male and female aides, so I can see how that might be different. But so, is there something that allows another aide or whatever it is to respond to the resident?
Sure. When the call light comes on, all our aides have hand phones with them that they carry while they're on duty, including the managers. So when a light goes on in a neighborhood, it goes to all the staff that are in that neighborhood. So it just doesn't go to that one person. So definitely, if the other aide that's assigned to that resident is on there, is busy with somebody else, the next staff person is expected to step in and go help them out.
Is there some communication in among the staff so that they know the aide says, well, I'm sorry, I can't respond, so that somebody else will take it?
Well, if it's going on, I would say for more than 30 seconds, the other staff member will step in and find out what's going on, because it shouldn't take that long to answer it. And we do try to make sure that we answer and resolve all call lights at 5 minutes or less. And that's something every day the managers track and see what was the average for the day, and see if anything is longer, they look into it, what happened, and then try to figure out ways to solve that so that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, because I can see, often the call light is to get some help that can be delayed. But I guess I'm concerned about you can't tell the difference from the aide standpoint, whether it's an emergency or whether it's just some I need some water or whatever it might be. So how do you handle? Or how do you know if it's an emergency?
Well, we have to take every call light seriously.
I
just
would
like
think so.
When a fire alarm goes on, we don't say, oh, it's a testing. You have to take it like it's the real thing. So we expect every call light to be taken very importantly and answered on time.
Good. That's the way I would think. I would think you have to do that. Because,
definitely.
Because you never know when it's going to be an emergency.
You never know. That's
right.
for sure.
Well, Isha, thank you very much for coming today and giving us an update on the nursing in Garden Ridge.
It was a pleasure.
And a happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Same to you. I'm sorry I didn't have any green. I'll be ready next year, that's for sure.
Next year you'll have some green. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you.